Assalamu alaikum. It's me, Yaqub. That means peace be upon you. And my name is Yaqub Jacob in English. I wanted to speak about the Modern Muslim Project, something that I helped co-found with two really good friends of mine, Aisha and Mohammed. I originally got the idea for this when Aisha and I were sitting there, and we were actually talking about the Humans of New York photography project, and we were saying, what could we do to have like a small ripple effect, and what could we do to utilize photography? This whole thing was really an off-the-cuff idea. Like, what if we did this? What if we? Wouldn't that be crazy? Well, 450 supporters later, we did a little something, and I'd like to think it's only been maybe two and a half months into this, and it's really snowballed out of control. I'm really proud of it, and so I'd like to just say like what it's all about, because some people have a lot of criticism, and if they really knew the idea and the purpose behind the project, they wouldn't have those things to say. So first of all, today I got a really disturbing comment on the page, on the Modern Muslim Project Facebook page, and it was saying, are you trying to form a new sect of Islam or something along that line? Absolutely not. This isn't for or not for Muslims. This isn't for or not for any religion. It could be for atheists. This is an educational site, and the one and only message is that it is irrational to have a fear of Muslims. Islamophobia is the irrational fear of Islam and of Muslims, and our goal, and our one and only goal, is to end that. How do we wish to end that? We want to use photography, okay, social networking, interfaith dialogue. That's all, okay? Communication, and most of all, these things are all peaceful things. We don't want to be out in the streets rioting or give that image. Another thing, we don't have any political agenda. Man, I can't tell you how many times I keep getting, why don't you talk about this, or why don't you talk about that? Oh my God, I know that these people, with their real purpose is because they want to have a certain... No. We have nothing to gain personally from this. We will not accept donations. Okay, if you want to donate and if you want to contribute financially, you can, on our behalf, or on any... Just give it right to Islamic Relief USA. Give it to your local, food shelter, something like that. We don't need any money. We will not accept any money. This project is finance free. Okay, and why don't we talk about the Middle East, and why don't we talk about these issues? It's not because they're irrelevant, and it's not because we don't have opinions on them. It's because this is not a political movement. Politics divides us. Everything seems to divide us these days, but we're not trying to take a stance or ignore anything. The point of this is, Islam is a peaceful religion. Okay, Muslims are a peaceful people. Our goal is to show that, illustrate that. Now, the modern Muslim terminology, it's so frustrating. What's a modern Muslim? What do you mean? What's an unmodern Muslim? Okay, we're not saying there's non-modern Muslims, like people who aren't supporting of the site or aren't involved in the Facebook page or something, that these are non-modern Muslims and they are therefore bad. That's completely taken out of context. It's inappropriate, and it's not the point of what we're trying to say. Modern Muslim is just something that we came up with. It sounds kind of cool because both of the words start with the letter M, and I guess just the point of it is, a Muslim today does things that Fox News, and yes, I just said Fox News, I'm not a huge fan of it. That's me, that's myself. There might be people out there that enjoy that and they still support this movement. None of my concern, none of my business. Anyways, on Fox News, you are not likely to see a representation of a Muslim playing golf or complaining about doing homework, a 17-year-old Muslim doing normal things, a child Muslim scraping his knee after he fell off of his bike, doing normal American things, having a lemonade stand, I'm talking apple pie, baseball, complaining about the NFL team lost the game, all kinds of stuff. Muslims A modern Muslim is just, in many ways, just an average Joe. And I think that the media today, and I will say that it's not just Fox News, it's disturbing, it's all of them, MSNBC, CNN, all that. They're not out there showing the images of modern Muslims. They're showing images of people burning American flags and people doing things that contribute to the idea that Islam promotes and encourages anti-American sentiments, violence, and terrorism. Now, those things are all false, and they go against the tenets of Islam. And if you research Islam, you'll understand that it existed before the Quran, and Islam existed before the Prophet Muhammad. Islam just means submission to the will of God. It's just an Arabic word. It descends from the word salam, which means peace. I think it's really funny when they nitpick the word jihad, and I don't mean to digress, but jihad just means struggle or like quest or something. It doesn't mean holy war, and for that matter, no war is holy. You can debate whether or not a war is righteous or acceptable, but no war is holy, and nothing is holy except for God. And that's just the way it is. Anything other than that is just blatant disregard for both the Arabic language and the teachings of Islam. So I don't know. You can believe your news, or you can go take an Arabic lesson and figure it out for yourself. But I'm telling you, I know Arabic, and there's no such thing as a holy war. Okay? Just to recap. My name, Yaqub. I helped start Modern Muslim Project. The goal is to end Islamophobia. Islamophobia is the irrational fear of Muslims, and all we want to do is educate. We don't want to riot, we don't want to cause violence, and we don't want to debate or take political sides. There's two other people on my team, Mohammed and Aisha. They're great people, and they'll probably talk to you too. That's all I got to say. I'm out.